Hi, I'm Camilla Blossom, and I'm all about relationship with nature. And water is a key element that has very expressive elementals that wish to connect with us today. February has been intensely water. I just did a video about grandmother Willow and messages from her, so I recommend going to that. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share a gift with you. So stick around for that. So I'd like to open to the waters with you. I'm in this beautiful lake in Oregon and found this to be the perfect place for us to open to the waters. And as we know, we are very much made of water. Water is life. Water is precious, and it also loves us to communicate with it. I've worked with many different beings. I've worked with mermaids, the Lemurian ones, mermen, water dragons, water devas, water fairies, undines, all different kinds. Whatever you call them is fine. You can call it the spirit of water. But water is calling us to connect more deeply. And part of that is the gift that when we move into our waters, our feelings, our heart, our emotional body, that is the doorway into our communication with nature. And I have to say, I've making flower essences, tree essences for many years. I've noticed that if I'm too in my head or not centered enough in my heart and feeling space, I have a hard time connecting. You may have noticed that too. And so the more you can sink in, and I invite you to do this now, sink in, drop your energy into your heart, allow yourself to feel whatever you feel, even if it's totally uncomfortable or intense grief or hard to do. The only way you're gonna really heal and flow with this is to feel it. It's that expression, feel it to heal it. And I know it's not always easy, but the water elementals want to join us right now and help us with that. And so I invite you to open to experience this as well, because you may see, feel, I sense them. And like my first choice with working with them is, how do they make you feel? A lot of us want to see them or, hear what they say, but the most important thing working with water elementals is to feel them, to allow yourself to feel. And also, some of you might really relate that you feel like you are a water elemental. You came from Lemuria. I mean, I've had experiences of seeing myself as a mermaid, having a tail in Lemuria, and then going to the land, and then walking as a, two-legged. So some of you may have strong connections with being a mer, being a water deva, being a water dragon, having that as a real imprint. So I invite you to open as well. So we're going to sink in a little more here. It is a beautiful light rain to the day, and you might hear the water in the distance and the still water here. So we're just going to open. I find the water elementals very easy to open to, maybe because I am part water elemental, part mer. So whatever works for you, just let yourself drop into your heart, your second heart, which is your womb or hara space, and let yourself feel. And so I'm seeing the mermaids coming around each of us. I'm seeing a blue one right now. It's kind of different shades of blue with some beautiful symbols and gems embedded in their tail. And so I invite you to open to whatever elementals of the water want to come to you because they want to come to you with the purpose of helping you. So if that is an intention for you, and even say that out loud, yes, please, water elementals, I would love your support, your transmissions, your love, your comfort, the healing, whatever they can bring, and they will. But you have to ask and be open to receiving that. And as we know, water is about the great mystery, the dream time, the unknown. And so this month of water is, what they're telling me, is a very important month for washing away the old, for purification, you can call it that. And they will help you, and they'll help you right now if you'd like it, or whenever in your dream time before you go to sleep. You can ask them to join you. And yeah, I can just feel them doing that now. And they're kind of like letting go of old emotions that keep us from feeling ourselves because it's intense or we're just not used to it. Yeah, just the old. We're in this amazing opportunity that I'm seeing with a lot of my clients of releasing the old karma, like letting go of the old stories really much more effortlessly. So take advantage of that. So purification is a big theme, and they want to help you. And I can see the mermaids like tapping on some of your shoulders like, hey, I can help you. I'm here. I can help you with this and make it flow, make your life flow, help you surrender more, let go, be less in need for control or for thinking about things or trying to figure things out, but more in a state of acceptance and love and even sweetness, right? The sweet waters. So they want you to know that. And then the other thing for you to be reminded, for all of us to be reminded, is sound. Like, they are all about sound frequency. They're singing, they're chiming. Like when I tune in, I hear different vibrations in the water. I hear their songs, I hear the tones, I hear their names at times. Like Shalea was one of them from Oxbow Springs, or Marilla from Dry Creek. So you can listen to the waters for these names, these tones, these frequency signatures, so that you can sing it back and create a harmonic loop, harmonic connections, like even a figure 8. You know, nature is in a reciprocal relationship with us. And so anytime I give, I do offerings, I do ceremony for the waters, that energy is coming back like so much greater than what I gave. So there's this automatic, beautiful opening to healing when you are in service and offering and love to the water. And so sound, maybe I'll sing a little bit of the Shalea song. You can use this song, or you can tune in to whatever tones that you want. But this is a way to drop in the heart and also connect with the beings around you more. So we'll just do a few of this. This is Shalea. 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 And just notice how different you feel after. Like, I could just feel like, whoo, and you may be experiencing that too, like the energy just opened more. Spiritually, the consciousness of this lake, of this place, of the beings here. So that's a great way to open connection. And so we're just gonna listen and see any other messages they have. So I'm getting some messages. I have two main mermaids I work with. One's named Britta, and she's really into water healing and kind of got me going with serving water and healing. And I actually went and traveled for 3 years with an Indigenous elder, and we did water ceremony all over the Western US and in Hawaii. So that's that mermaid. And I have another one called Scylla. And she's very playful and joyful and into pleasure, and taught me what they call. Actually, I was making this essence or at the waterfall in Mosier, Oregon, and the mermaids came home with me and gave me this message. So this is from Scylla and these mermaids to you, and it's called the Pleasure Hour. The Mermaid Pleasure Hour. And it's an invitation to take like an hour, or it could be 5 minutes, but you can take an hour daily to do something that you love, that brings you pleasure, that brings you joy, that just makes you feel really good and sweet and fun. And so I know there's a lot going on, but the most subversive, revolutionary, evolutionary acts are those of you beaming your pleasure, your light, your love into the world. That's what's going to change things the most. That's what holds the most power. So the Mer are reminding us to, and me, to do the pleasure hour, the Mermaid Pleasure Hour every day. Pick something that you love and do that. And they also told me to write about it. And I don't know if that resonates for you. I think that was for me because I'm a writer. But if that resonates for you, feel free to journal, to write, to like get down like your experience of that, because that might encourage more activism. The fairies call it fairy activism. So, yeah. So those are a few things that the water beings wanted me to bring through. I know there's lots and lots of teachings on the water. Like I say, I've been working with the elementals and the devas and the Mer, the dragons, all the different water beings for some time in my book. And actually in this YouTube channel, I read the chapter of my book all about the water elementals. So I'll put that below in the description. So if you want to listen to that chapter or also get my book, you can dive in more to these relationships. And then the other thing I do want to announce that Sacred Tree Mysteries, which is rooting into peace and remembering of the ancient tree consciousness, is a 9-month shamanic energy medicine journey online with me and a soul group that chooses to do this. And we'll be beginning with a free event on Mother's Day, and then starting April 7th. And that will be, as I say, 9 months, and we're going to go deep into our relationship with the trees and remembering and healing and the beauty. And so for the water, I worked with the grandmother Willow last video. Here I'm with the cedars, the western red cedar. So there's a lot of trees that have that beautiful connection with water. So we'll be working with the elements and elementals of all of them in relationship to the trees as well. And then the special gift I have for you, thanks for hanging out and watching this whole video. The special gift I have is that my dear friend, Lauri Shainsky, who's an amazing sound healer. She also works with trees. And I just find her soundscapes so deep and healing. And for the grandmother willow tree video that I just did last week, she watched it and did a soundscape to it. So it's like a willow journey. Oh my gosh, I listened to it this morning. It's so beautiful, hauntingly beautiful. So that's a gift. It's also in the notes below, so you can click on that and listen uninterrupted. And it's just a very beautiful experience. So thank you, Lauri, and thank you, Willow, and thank you, all the spirits of the waters. Oh, I can feel they're so excited. They wanted me to just get on here and remind you. And for those who are water beings themselves, bless you, bless the water in you. You are magic, you are important, and use water as your feelings as your portal into relating more deeply with nature. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.